What's going on, everybody? Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Pitts from Pitts and Push Sports Talk Radio, Pitts Sports Zone. Here with Defensive Coordinator Coach Sewell. How you doing today, man?
I'm doing great, man. Good to see you.
You as well. As always, love.
Happy
Bulldog
belated
pride.
birthday, by the way. Happy
Appreciate it, man. I
For
appreciate
sure.
it. So what's your thoughts today on today's practice, little inner scrimmage?
Feel very good, man. Super competitive day. Obviously, during the time we've been here, we've been pretty good defensively. Not gonna say great, but we've been pretty good. Kind of got some accolades and some attention for what we did defensively. I can say though, throughout this camp and especially today, that the offense has showed up and really stepped up to the challenge and made it competitive. And we've been going pretty much blow for blow throughout the time we've been in camp.
And it's funny that you say the accolades, because that's one of the things I touched on with Eric Hunter and Jaden Carter when I got to interview them, was that it's always, or it seems like, the next man up, regardless of who's in there. It seems that the consistency of the production of the defense, it kind of flows the same. And I believe, and as I stated, it starts with leadership. Just talk about the mindset and the fact that the players, no matter who's in there, the mindset stays for the position for the defense to keep thriving.
Because we understand that the standard is the standard, and the standard never lowers. We have a standard as a defense, and in each individual position room, that standard is, if the standard is different, it's going to be higher. We don't do anything to lower the standard. And when guys come in, it's like when you're in the family, when you pass down traditions amongst your family, we do the same thing. When guys come in, the guys who were those guys that were out in front of the bunch and the leaders of the crew, they pass those things on to those guys so that when their time comes, they know exactly what to do.
Defense was flying around today, got a couple interceptions during scrimmage, some nice coverages, good, some hard hits, watch the linebacker blow up a play, still make a tackle. Mm-hmm. Talk about the what you've seen from the defense today and the excitement that you see going forward, and maybe some things that you feel maybe you want to tweak a little.
The biggest thing we got to work on is just consistency. We're going very slow with our install this fall. Like you said, we have a lot of new pieces. Lost a lot of very important guys last year as well as the year before. So not trying to rush things, just trying to go slow and give those guys an opportunity to build confidence in what they're doing before we move on to the next thing. And a lot of times it's like we're really just throwing against the wall and see what sticks. We've got probably double-digit guys that are new just from a back-end standpoint. So not trying to deceive or trick those guys, and just really figuring out what they know best, and trying to do that the most. But one thing I will say is, especially on the back end, we have raised the level of competitiveness within that group. Those guys are going to compete. Those guys, if they get beat, they'll line up in the receiver's face and challenge him again on the next play. Those guys are going to make plays on the edge when the ball gets out, as well as coming down the